What is going on, guys? Brandon here from RSK, bringing you another cracker of a video. Today, it is currently Tuesday, I think. There's been a lockdown in New South Wales at the moment. Thank you, Gladys you. But I'm off now for 2 weeks as that's what she's done, and I've got pretty much nothing to do but work on the car. I've got some itty bitty things to do to the EVO while we're in this lockdown. You know what? I'll show you the stuff and then we'll talk about it. Here is the stuff that I'll be doing to the car, laid out. So, black plastic dip, had this for ages, don't know why I haven't thought of it, but the chrome, I'm not a fan, and the best thing is about plastic dip is if I don't like it and eventually want to go back to chrome, I can obviously just peel it off. So, I'm going to do the front badge and the back badges. Eventually what I want to do is debadge the boot completely. No Mitsubishi badge, no Evolution badge, because I have something in store for the spoiler, or maybe it's a new spoiler, and obviously the EVO 9 rear bar as well. Once I get the EVO 9 rear bar, I'll be giving this EVO a complete detail. Basically then ceramic coat this, because then it will be protected for years on end. I mean, it's garaged already, which is really good, but I think wax is just not good enough when it's your pride and joy. So I'll be ceramic coating it. First, I've got two other little easier mods. One being off the MPS I was running just because I didn't like the stock. I don't like stock shift knobs. Some people do, I don't. The one in the EVO is very, very light compared to this. I've already felt it. This is about, I think, 350 grams, I think. I don't really know weight. I think when I bought it, yeah, it was like 350 grams or something, which is decent. The one in the car is like plastic, so it's disgusting, which I don't know why they'd put it stock, but whatever. So this one ready to go, and I've got a Bride shift boot. Yeah, it's different. I like it. I got it a while ago. Again, got it for the MPS originally and never put it on. Be putting this on the EVO. And I'll also have something else coming for the EVO, which there'll be an install video for that, which is pretty easy from what I've heard anyway, but when it comes in, obviously I'll install that. So I'm gonna let this battery charge for a bit. I'm gonna mask up the back badges, mask up this front one so it's ready for paint, do the wax and grease remover and stuff like that, get this cleaned up, the badges cleaned up basically. Once the battery's a bit more charged, I'll put on the more shift knob straight up, but I'm gonna, yeah, take out that interior. Actually, I'll show you first. The guy who carbon wrapped this, I mean, it actually doesn't look too bad on the camera, but I don't like it. It looks like cheap carbon fiber wrap. Here is where you see it the most. It's not gonna focus, is it? So, see the bits and pieces just kind of cut to fill that gap, which whatever, I haven't really had a crack to do it, but then he left the cover for the ashtray, which, yeah, obviously I don't need, but it's there. I'm not going to take it out, and yeah, it really just looks like crap. So I want to eventually do what Devin Nimler did to his car and black out the tops. I mean, the blue of mine at the top here is actually in good condition, so I might still think about that. And this center, I want to eventually take this wrap off, sandblast it and repaint it. Well, once I get a sandblaster, because sandblaster is just going to change a lot. Any rusty parts I'll be able to repaint. Rocker covers, I'll be able to do so much. It's such a good investment, especially being in this car industry. It comes in handy a lot. I'm going to yeah, get cracking onto these lockdown things. So enjoy, boys, sit back, relax, and come with me down this road of trying to build this EVO slowly but surely. probably speed the process up with a hairdryer, which I might actually grab, because I forgot to mention I want to get the front bumper off so I can black out the, let's put that down, so I can black out the insides of these so they look like the EVO 9 headlights. So much better, get rid of a lot of that chrome. So I'm gonna have to heat them up with a hairdryer anyway. So I might grab the hairdryer now, plug it in, and just heat these up a bit just to help the process. All right, so I've done the third and final coat, which I think will be fine. If I like this look and run it long enough, I'll actually take the badges off and spray them individually, like properly, like what we did on the MPS. But I'll sand them back, spray them properly so they're properly done. So this is the third and final look. Look how good they turned out. See how it's a little lemon peely. From a distance you won't see it, but once this dries a little bit longer, it says 4 hours for it to dry. I used a hairdryer, so it's definitely fine for the touch. I think for it to properly coat in there, yeah, you have to wait like the 4 hours, but the hairdryer would have sped that up. So should only be maybe an hour or 2 hours, just to be safe, so we can try and get the center console panel out so I can get this shift knob and the bride shift boot, that's what it is, shift boot. Get the shift boot on, and then yeah, we'll see how these turn out. Take the newspaper off, and then I'll show you like to peel back all the plastic dip and shit. And then I did notice as well, another thing I needed to do when I was walking past is to restore the plastics on the outside here, so I can paint the wipers eventually. Again, I would love to sandblast them and paint them properly, but yeah, you can see it's like you can feel it a little bit that it's a bit greasy, so they've like restored it with, I'm guessing, a spray of some sort, because you can even see they would have sprayed it from the top or something, and it's obviously got this, and when the wiper was sitting here, like, wouldn't have got there. I don't know, whoever done this shit is just not thinking properly, or just does not really care about the car. Yeah, let's get inside the car, get this center console trim thing out, and have a look at trying to get this shift boot on. I'm hoping it goes to plan, and then got to try and get it to match up with the lever that you pull up for the 6-speed. Okay, first off, I think it's mainly like you pull it up, but it's held in with a screw down there. We'll get that screw out and, you know, see if it comes out first try. I hope so. Alright, so we got it out. It was mainly that one screw, and then there's a couple of clips here. But if you put your hand in the shift boot here and you pull up on these two, it pretty much will pop out all the rest. And then you just got to unplug your cigarette lighter thing, which just has like a globe thing in there, the positive and negative, and that is it. And then there's a globe in there as well for the ashtray. But yeah, pretty much take all these screws off. We'll take the bracket off and then line up this new shift boot. Recorded me obviously putting the shift boot, screwing it onto the bracket that you take off the back. It's got like 6 screws or whatever that I showed you that you take off. I basically measured and cut that shift boot the same size as the stock one, and then put it around the outside because the old one was stapled on. I just put it there, and then when you screw it in, it actually clamps. So I've had lunch, come back, I'm like, I'll watch what I've like shown up to, and it didn't record. So pain in the, I really don't want to take it apart again just to show you guys, but this is the finished product. So we have the heavier shift knob, carbon fiber, can still use the lever for the reverse, and the bride shift boot, which is sick. So it come up really good, looks so much cleaner. If it wants to focus, yeah, so much cleaner. I love it. Just gives it a bit more look in the car. So all right, now it's been about 2-ish hours, probably more. I should be able to take all the newspaper off now, and then I'll show you what we have. And then you take like a really small, a toothpick is best, but I don't have one. Yep. I'm happy with that. That is insane. Come up good. Now we'll just do the back and see how that turned out. So there's the back. Super clean. You can kind of see a little bit, yeah, just at the top there, like you can never get the edges perfect, but that's just plastic dip for you. Obviously if you take this off, spray it, put it on, it'll look way better, which I kind of like it, but I think the debadged whole rear will look better. The Evolution looked pathetic. It kept peeling off the letters anyway. I think there's two little like small gaps here, so it kept bubbling up like and not sticking to the leather, and then flat on the surface of the boot lid. So tried to peel as much as I can. I can't really get as much as I can off, so I'm thinking of just got a bit of thread here and the hairdryer's already out here, heating it up, the glue behind it, getting this behind it, and then slowly working my way off and debadging it. And there you have it, the magic of a hairdryer. Takes it away like it wasn't even there. Yeah, you basically heat it up until the glue gets soft on the back of it. I pretty much, like when it was sitting there, just moved up and down. It was like wiggling a lot. Stuck it in, so it lifted it up, got the thread behind it. And that's it, heat it up one more time and then move the thread up and down to take the badge off. Might spray it black and then put it back on, but spray it black like properly. Keep that somewhere. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna black out the insides of the headlights, so I'm gonna have to jack the car up, get this front bumper off, take the headlights out, and then have a look at them. If I can get it with the hairdryer, it'll be a lot better. I know the oven is good, but you've got to take the ballast for the HIDs, all the electronics off the back. If you've got to put them in the oven, if you use a hairdryer, I guess you're only doing it around the outside and make it a lot safer to that ballast thing, so that you can just take it off. So I might end up just doing that, so I don't have to bake the whole thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you're liking the EVO content, what you want to see next. Yeah, there's heaps more to do. I was lucky enough I bought it stock, so I get to make this exactly how I want it to be. So performance mods coming soon, but until then we're stuck in lockdown, so I can only really do aesthetic stuff for the car. So yeah, again, like and subscribe. Remember, RSK is a family. Spread the word, and I'll see you in the next one.